We have all gotten used to a certain rhythm when we hire someone. You book the appointment, they show up, do the job, and leave. You get the exact service you paid for, but as the consumer, you still feel like a line item on someone's calendar. A standard HVAC company operating out of the South Shore of Massachusetts existed in this environment. They repaired furnaces and fixed air conditioners, blending into the background of their customers' lives. Then their numbers did something highly unusual. This graph maps their service call volume over time. Right here, over a tight 6-month period, repeat service calls spiked by 38%. At the same time, a second trend emerges. Local referral volume, word-of-mouth business, jumped 22%. The team initially thought their tracking software was broken. They hadn't slashed their prices or launched a massive ad campaign. To understand what drove this sudden financial growth, we have to look for a hidden variable that most businesses overlook. The catalyst for that massive data spike was a physical object mailed to the client a few days after the service call. It was a simple, handwritten greeting card. The owner wrote a short note thanking the customer for trusting the team with their home and dropped it in the mail. Think about the mail you normally get after a home repair. You expect a printed invoice or a receipt. Receiving a heavy stock envelope with a personalized card inside breaks that expectation and forces a tactile disruption in the client's day. The results of the HVAC study show that double-digit business growth can be triggered by focusing on a client's experience after the invoice is paid. Human beings carry a deep, universal craving to be noticed. We want to know that our presence matters to the people we interact with. Modern service businesses operate with intense efficiency. The goal is to get in, solve the problem, and move to the next job. But that speed creates a psychological vacuum, stripping away moments of genuine connection for the consumer. When a client opens a physical, personalized note, that vacuum gets filled. The business is signaling that this specific person's business actually matters to the company. A typical week is fast-paced, making most interactions forgettable. A tangible gesture of appreciation sticks in a person's memory because it requires deliberate effort. Fulfilling that basic need for acknowledgement is the true engine behind the HVAC data spike. It takes a transactional encounter and turns it into a permanent emotional anchor. Doing the job correctly is the baseline. Expected service keeps a company operational, but unexpected kindness alters the relationship dynamic. Surprise is a powerful psychological tool. When a customer receives an unprompted gesture of care, their natural consumer defenses soften, creating a memorable, positive spark. The South Shore owner saw real behavioral changes from this surprise. Clients started proactively bringing up the cards during future appointments, making the gesture a central part of the conversation. The proof of this loyalty showed up right in the clients' homes. People pinned these thank you cards to their stainless steel refrigerators, placing a message from their HVAC company right next to their personal family photos. For this HVAC company, that heartbeat transformed the business. When clients felt appreciated, they returned more often and referred their neighbors, creating loyalty that showed up in the company's ledger. If a gesture this simple generates proven returns, why isn't every business owner doing it? The primary friction point is time. Business owners operate with packed schedules. The intention to sit down and write personalized notes often gets lost in the daily demands of running a company. There's a logistical gap between wanting to show appreciation and the physical reality of doing it. You have to source the card, write the message, find a stamp, and get to a mailbox. Without a system to overcome this time bottleneck, showing gratitude remains an unscalable luxury. The intention fades, and the business defaults back to sterile, transactional relationships. The solution to that bottleneck is to systematize the unexpected through a dedicated automation platform like Sendout cards. The framework is straightforward. You select a physical card design and type a personalized message into a digital input. From there, the system takes over. It handles the printing, applies postage, and mails the envelope, ensuring it arrives without further administrative work. This architecture allows a company to send these personal gestures at scale, while the owner remains focused on operations. By automating simple gestures of gratitude, any business can scale its heartbeat. You ensure your clients never feel anonymous, while engineering measurable, lasting financial loyalty.